Hey everybody, in this video, we'll show Mac users how to install the latest Anbernic firmware to the RG35XX Plus. We'll also install and demo what GarlicOS looks like currently running Black Seraph's version on RG35XX. As we get started, the backing up process, the first thing we want to do is make sure you have a USB-C hub or some kind of way to read a micro SD card. For me, my laptop has that built in, but some older Macs don't have it, so this is a really good product for doing that. Okay, another thing I recommend is using these 32GB or even a 64GB 3-pack of Lexar micro SD cards. They're super helpful when we're going to start pushing an image of the software to the drive. This method that we're going to cover requires 2 SD cards. Okay, so now you need to download a few items. The first is the unarchiver. So that's really handy for downloading 7-zip files or other archive formats that you may come across. And the other is the Balena etcher, which allows you to flash micro SD card or flash a USB drive. Now we're still in this process of basically creating a disk to use as like the startup disk on your RG35XX Plus. The reason I like to use my own SD cards that I bring is that the included ones have been shown to be faulty over time and just mess up a little bit. You want to download either of these files here. This is the actual firmware from the manufacturer. The first one is for 64GB. I think it just includes some more default ROMs. And the second one is the 16GB. I like that one. I just put an SD card into my Mac. This one I've used for a previous tutorial, so it's got some stuff on it. Let's go ahead and erase it. I still recommend you erasing it, even if it's new, just so we can get it formatted correctly. So let's call this one RG35XX for plus. Doesn't matter what you name it. And then I'll choose exFAT. Click erase. Okay, click done. All right, so now we have a blank slate. Let's go ahead and flash the SD card. So we'll go flash from file. And then we'll go to downloads. Let's choose the 16GB one. Click on image. We're going to select our target, which is this one. And we'll click flash. Type in our password to allow it. It's asking if we want to allow files on the removable volume. Yes. All right, we were successful. Let's go ahead and test this out to see if it works. No name and volume is there, and if we go here in disk utility and if we go here in Finder, we see this is pretty much what came with the device. It has everything on there like it's supposed to, all the BIOS that was included, all the ROMs that were included. Great. So these are 2 different partitions on one disk. So I put in both of the SD cards that we just prepared into my RG35XX Plus here. Alright, this is totally different than the stock. So this is the new version of GarlicOS. So we have game rooms, we have RetroArch game, App Center, favorites, and history, and search, and settings. So if we go into App Center, you can see music, video, ebooks, file manager, expert, which is probably the terminal, and then this apps folder. So some of these features are new compared to the Not Plus version. RetroArch being on there is nice. You can select the storage card, so a few games on one, and in that we have the GBA folder. Okay, and if we press menu, we can choose close content here. Click B to return. So I do advise installing the latest firmware. It might even be a newer version than what you see in this video. The first one is a default provided one, Game Rooms, and the second is RetroArch. RetroArch is on a bunch of different platforms and it's pretty well known, so I like to use that one just because it feels more stable to me. Now let's go ahead and install GarlicOS. So we did this first step. This is the PC instructions using Rufus. So now we're going to create those bootable micro SD cards. Since we just done the first one, which is the stock OS on the first drive, let's go ahead and create the second one, which will have GarlicOS on it. Put in a new SD card. SD card already had a little bit of data on it. We're going to go ahead and erase that. I chose a 64 gigabyte card because folks had asked me about that before. We'll do exFAT for this one, since it says to do that. And this one we'll call TF2 since it goes in the second slot. Click erase. Okay, click done. That's been done. Now we want to create a boot folder on it, so let's go ahead and go to Finder, TF2, and then create a boot folder. New folder, call that boot. And inside of that, we'll copy the OS init script. So for instance, this is GarlicOS, and the links for this will be down in the description, by the way. I've went ahead and already downloaded that in my downloads folder. But just to make sure it's the same file, I'll click that again. Okay, we'll go ahead and download it by right-clicking and choosing Download Linked File As. Choose where we want to save that. Okay, so we have the init file here, and then we want to extract the ARM HF root FS file into the boot folder. So basically what that means is we will download this by clicking here on GarlicOS, and that shows the main GitHub repo for GarlicOS, the project, and here is the ARM HF root FS. And when you click on that, it'll prompt you to download in Safari or in Chrome. Okay, so I've downloaded that, and here it is. We can drag that to the boot folder, and then we want to right click on that and choose Open with the Unarchiver. Needs permission to extract here, so we'll say yes, extract. And so it's going to extract that file, which is rootfs.f2fs. Alright, so that extracted. We can right click on the 7-zip file and click Move to Trash. Now the boot order will be, first it will load that second slot, which will be GarlicOS, and then the second one it'll load the stock OS too. So now that we've created the T1 bootable stock card, so that first one, we need to go ahead and add a file to it. So at the top here, which wasn't super clear to me, click on the bootloader, and that will open up a folder here. Should auto extract. And let's go ahead and choose, I think it's volume in. So there's no name where you put your ROMs. Since I did the smaller one, there are no ROMs, so no ROMs here. So let's go ahead and check volume in, and then we'll copy over this dmenu.bin. Quick note here, don't forget to copy over the device resources folder, but it needs to go in the volume disk too with dmenu. And then I want to go ahead and put some ROMs on here, so I'll do that real quick. So we'll go ahead and copy it over here. Let's eject these, eject all, and let's test it out again. So this is what GarlicOS 2.02 looks like running on the Anbernic RG35XX Plus. It looks a bit like a beta to me. I haven't installed a custom theme. This is the default of what you get. It has library, RetroArch, resume, favorites, library again, so we just went back. So if I go into library, then it should show me my games. Just crashed. If I hold down the power button, then it restarts the Anbernic and it should show up in the menu again. So then we got the Game Boy Advance. Click A again. Screen goes black. I'm assuming this is a bug. And then we have the games. So what's weird is when I press B to go back, that works just fine. It's only when I press A to select. Let's see if we can get a game to load. It might not load. We'll turn that back on. Yeah, it won't boot into a game. If I press menu, it does show like resume, restart, favorite, etc. Maybe we can try resume, and that just goes black. As you probably can tell, it's a little buggy right now. I wouldn't really recommend installing GarlicOS on these devices yet. If you like something that's super beta or a very early version of it, sure, go ahead. But for me, I'll be sticking to the stock firmware for now. On the original RG35XX, that's still fine for GarlicOS, but on the new versions and the 2.0 of the software, it still needs a lot of work before I could recommend it or even use it in my day-to-day. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos, diving into tips on tech, productivity, retro gaming, and everything else in between. I'll see you on the next one.